Morning, fellow zombies. Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? It's 12:42 or 43 in the morning. It's the 14th of December, 2024 for Saturday. We were John C. Roseman, California. You're zombie out here. Yeah, what's going on, guys? I wasn't able to sleep as much. No, that's not because of her. I think my own mental and physical deteriorations are getting to me at this point. Pain in the ass as it is. So right now, I am trying to get what needed information is for myself. I'm stressed out because I saw some stuff online that really changed a lot of thinking. And no, it's not politics, guys. It's not politics. But it may be considered part of politics anyway, what's going to be happening when the new president, I gotta say that, when a new schmuck gets in the office and everything else goes hell in a handbasket. I'm not going to be looking forward to this crap. Am I kidding me? This is nuts. But I got to do it anyway. I'm not looking forward to it, but I got to do it anyway. What's getting to me is when I saw some news reports. Now I know some of the new administration coming in is threatening the Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security payments. Republicans or Trumplicans these days wants private accounts so they can still be rated. They're discretionary. Some accounts are discretionary, but Social Security isn't. These are Medicare and Medicaid, but they're considered as discretionary. I get confused about that one. Is discretionary at the whim or isn't it? Because I don't want my monthly payments to stop. I keep a roof over the head. I got food coming in. I got bills to pay. I got a dog to take care of, let alone I got to take care of my own miserable, whittling health. I've seen other people experiencing issues online about how their Social Security and their disability payments are going to get screwed or suspended for one reason or another. And there had been stories popping up in different news channels, had been major stories in their own local towns about Social Security within their area getting affected left and right. Even Direct Express in their territory is getting affected to where Social Security is saying, well, no longer depend upon Direct Express, you depend upon checks. Well, checks can get interfered with. Give me the damn Direct Express. But Coal America seems to be having issues with the federal government, and not to mention other people. Coal America is a bank that manages and distributes the funding. They hold the funding. I mean, Social Security disability comes in, puts it into your Direct Express, and that's it. And then you got discretionary power over your account. But there's been stories coming out, and I don't know if they're legitimate or not, about Coal America, or Come America, having issues canceling out people's account, maybe, or denying people access to their money that they need. And it's a fight between the government and the bank to get access to that money that we're entitled to. They're entitlements. They're not. We're entitled to that money because we worked our asses off for it. For a long while, I have worked for 30 plus years. Put in money, taxes taken out of my checks. A little longer than that, about 35 maybe years. Not exactly a decent size salary, but it's something. Something to keep a roof over the head, or at least some food in the gut. Maybe if I'm lucky, clean clothing. But to get denied, I had to get an attorney, and it took me about 2 or 3 years just to get mine going. And I was surviving off of my brother's Social Security while we had the roof over the head. And when mine kicked in, he was actually able to breathe a sigh of relief because I was taking over the load that he was carrying. And it was good because that was my job, to take care of him. And I did. Now it's just me and my dog that I'm trying to take care of right now. And yeah, it's scary. Because now I got to do this for myself. I'm not liking it. But I got to do it anyway. So now if I'm starting to hear issues concerning about the money situation, imagine my worry when I go to the management office and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't pay you this month because Social Security decided to take a nosedive on us people." And it sucks. Then I had to start thinking about it and realizing that how dependent I am. But the thing is, I was already dependent upon my physical and mental ability to work. As a kid, teenager, going into the working world for the first time, working under a park and rec of a local city that I lived in, and getting for at least 2 months actual pay because I was doing some actual work. And they took money out of my check. I signed the W forms. I put in all the necessary information, and they did what they did. I wasn't complaining about it. I was still getting a paycheck. Of course, when you get a little side jobs here and there from family, you still have to pay your form of rent. So I got used to the idea. Get out of high school, or actually just about graduating out of high school, wanted for an actual job. And that's an actual job, actually. Snack bar at a bowling alley. And again, they took money out of the check. I go to a different, another store, another store, another store. Retail hell. More money out of the check. Go into office work. You go into temp work. You sign the paperwork with the temp agencies. Go to major corporations. Again, more money taken out of the check. Amusement park, taking money out of the check. And there had been an incident where I had to take time off from work because I got injured on the job. But still took money out of the damn check. Now I get sidelined because of an injury that happened on a job, both physical and mental. And they still took money out of the check. But now I get money back slowly, a little bit at a time. But it's survival. I'm getting paid off from all the money and how much accumulated, and for how many jobs and how long I've worked at different places. I calculated, tabulated, now a little bit of functionality of just walking a little bit of my apartment complex here, maybe walking a little bit more, sometimes outside to the mailbox and back. But I haven't walked any long distances in a hell of a long while. My physical deterioration is getting that worse. I don't like anybody messing around with the money concerning about Medicare and Medicaid. I need them for survival. And I don't like it when I get one bank and the federal government going head to head. It's bad enough I got the politicians going head to head with each other over him. Is it entitlement? Is it not entitlement? Can we privatize it? Can we privatize it? Can we get the money out of it and privatize it, and so we can take the money out of it? That's what I kept saying all the damn years. Republicans kept saying, privatize, privatize, privatize. We never liked Social Security in the first place. Ah! We needed it. Early 1900s. You ever heard of the Roaring Twenties? Living off the fat of things? Even there was a world war happening during that time and a pandemic of a flu passing around. But they get into the Roaring Twenties and they think they got money. They're living off speculative stuff. And people hard working like crazy put their money into the bank and then watch it disappear because of an economic collapse globally. And people struggled for that one. Hardly ever jobs, but there were some jobs out there, but not much. President, Republican president, decides he's going to save and solve everybody, or help them out as much as they can. All those people that had the savings gone. If they had money under the mattress, that was it, and they had to scrape up and save every damn penny they could find and earn if they could. But Social Security was going to be at least a guarantee of a sort that you wouldn't starve. Wouldn't go to soup kitchens all the time, but these days we still do. We go to proverbial soup kitchens. Food giveaways are like it. We get a new administration coming into office, and they're going to be telling us that they're not going to guarantee the food prices are going down, but going up because of their own economic policies. And they're not apologetic about it either. So yeah, I got a problem with this. I got a problem with this. I'm trying to get all the information I can concerning about my own situation together, saved, and ready to be given over when it's needed. Because this scares the hell out of me with the shit we're going through right now. How else am I not supposed to be able to think or feel about this shit? This scares me. This scares me. I'm not supposed to be scared about it? I'm supposed to be left my head on this damn stuff? You kidding me? Couldn't be doing this shit to me. But yeah, they're doing the shit to me. So I'm supposed to accept it, huh? I'm supposed to accept it. I'm just supposed to roll with the damn thing. I'm sorry, I don't roll with it. It's not in this situation anyway. There's a hell of a lot of crap we're dealing with these days. A lot of it. Backing up information this morning. I want to go back to bed and sleep this shit up. My feet are killing me, both of them. And it's terrifying with the shit we're going through these days. I'm hearing too much politics, trying to scare the living crap out of people. News media organizations shuffling their people left and right. Okay, fine. And we've got other people still trying to get into the new administration and having issues, and people having conniption fits and belly aching about an accident or something. So, an applicant gets her hand shaken to death, huh? And she starts bitterly whine about it because of some slight handshake, and now she's got it immobilized. Oh, give me a break. Give me a frickin' break on that damn shit. And I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm only going by what the shit I got right now. And I'm dealing with what we've got. That's all I can do. I'm listening to people's whining and bitching. I'm watching it on the tubes, on the vids. on people's nightmares, what they're talking about. Knowing that I could be next. It scares. And I'm trying not to feel fear about it. I've got pastors out there trying to convey calmness to the congregations. That things will be all right. Things will be all right. We'll see what happens. But if we happen to do a crash and burn somehow, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be joyful about it. I worry about the ability of taking care of myself, but more importantly, taking care of my dog. But also being able to keep the roof over the head. I haven't been at a job in over a decade. Not since I got injured. Since 2012. So it's been about 14 years. But I had been at a job, just hadn't been paying me as much, taking care of my brother. Caregiver for several, actually for the last few years of his life. And then after that, disability, and trying to keep myself going. And yeah, I went to school. Didn't mind going to school. Maybe as a kid I did mind it because it was just an automatic thing. You went to school. You didn't argue about it. You just went to school. So what's the problem about it? You're just going to go to school. Yeah, well, I had a problem with it. I didn't like going to school, but I went to school anyway until I graduated. And after that, I had to go back to school again, college. Screw that up and gave my mother a little bit of a migraine. She wasn't going to support me at all. We needed to get more income into the family. And since I screwed up 2 years of college while she was alive, a long time ago as a kid, what the hell? What do? I get my ass kicked. I got my ass kicked. It gave me two options. Be homeless or work full time. I wasn't about to be homeless. I wasn't about to be homeless at all. What I was going to be? Working. I work. I worked. And I had to. Because if I didn't, I don't know what the hell I was doing at the point. So maybe I was a full an idiot for not completing school and not having the initiative to do that. But I tell you one thing, when I was going to school back then, I wasn't getting a damn dime coming in. I had to work again. I had to do part-time jobs. Where I said retail, do the jobs. And I did the jobs. So now, I consider going to school a job. As long as I got a C and above, I got a paycheck. That's all right. I'm a fool of an idiot anyway. What the hell? So I'm doing the best I can for right now. It's the only thing I can do. And I bust ass. I bust ass in doing what I need to do, what I have to do, what's required of me. Because if I'm not doing it right, then I'm not doing it right at all. So, this is what happens. I'm going through my collegiate information of what I need. I'm going back through information that I need to look at. That hopefully that'll help me out a bit. Whatever kind of situation I'm going to be getting my ass into. That's why I'm not looking at the screen as much, because I'm trying to get as much information as I possibly can. Because come filing day, when April rolls around, I want to make sure this information is ready to rock and roll. I want to make sure that I've got everything else working. And if I do, then I'm doing okay. If I'm not, well, I'm screwed up on that one. So in a sense, I am capable of doing work. It's sick. I'm just... Schoolwork is tough enough. I have to be mentally locked down at this damn thing, and physically I was struggling enough when I was walking across campuses. My diabetes was getting out of hand. It was taking me out left and right. What the hell was I supposed to be doing at that point? So I did what I could. I busted ass. So right now, I do what I can. I do what I can. People take it for granted, education. They take education for granted. They think it's... I don't know what they think about the damn thing, to tell you the truth. But they think they got it made. Okay, ask me. Did I have it made? I don't know. All I know is I had to do what I had to do. Was it the easiest damn thing? Nope. But I did the best I could for right now. That's the only thing I can do. I'm hanging in there. For those that keep checking up on me, I'm surviving. I've had emotional breakdowns already because holidays like this are getting me harder and harder. It's getting harder and harder for me to celebrate sometimes. Only because of the emotional baggage of what what it reminds me of all the memories that I have of what this holiday is supposed to mean. And yeah, it does get to me. So I had to find maybe different ways of celebrating the holiday. Some of their traditions. The rest of the other stuff, probably won't be able to do anymore. I don't have room for storage, and I sure as hell don't have room to keep a big tree in this place. I'm afraid to do so. So, small trees work. A way of trying to celebrate a holiday to keep me in the mood one way or another. But constantly seeing the videos about other people having the issues, yeah, that does make me concerned about them. Because it also translates how it's going to be affecting me down the road. Because if it gets to them, it's going to get to me. And I get concerned about that. I've heard about the drones flying across the eastern seaboard in different cities and different towns. And people having issues over the damn thing. They're freaking out about it. I'm like, so what? So what? Why are you having conniption fits over it? Got a friend of mine that made a video concerning about it, and he was trying to make a big deal about the damn thing, but he was going into the conspiracy chats on Twitter. I don't call it X, I call it Twitter. Don't like it on that one. And people are having conniption fits and thinking about these things or this and that and every other kind of Tom, Dick, and Harry crap. Okay, so we get drones flying around here from time to time. So what? They talk about privacy issues. Shit. I gotta tell them about privacy issues on that one. I was trying to say something in my previous videos concerning about technology affecting us a hell of a lot worse than different ways. I came across other videos. Wish I got add. I mean, you're talking about miserable depression at this point. Yeah, not about wokeism. But it's about how we are changing so much with our negativity these days. It's not even funny. Shall we be depressing on the next video?